Assalamualaikum and good afternoon. So my name is Syukur Razali. I'm studying in electrical electronic engineering, majoring in telecommunication. I am from University Technology Malaysia. So this is a video that will give you a brief explanation, a simple explanation on what is a complex number. So first, we'll start off with, I'm gonna ask you the question. What is complex number? I'll give you 10 seconds to give a thought on what is complex number. So, in mathematics world, there's a few types of number. It is real number, negative and positive number. So, what is complex number? I say that it is a new form of a number. Why? Because after this you'll see how we can say that complex number is a new form of a number. In real numbers, as you can see, square root of 36 is equal to plus minus 6. I ask you, why is positive and minus 6? That is a simple answer to that. It is because negative 6 multiplied with another negative 6 is equal to 36. And also, if we multiply two positive numbers, which is 2 positive 6, it will equal to 36 too. So that's why square root of 36 is equal to negative plus minus 6. So if I ask you to solve this one, what if I say that what is the answer for square root of negative 36? As we all know that square root, the purpose of square root is to find what is the number where if we multiply the two numbers by itself, it will result in the number inside the square root. So in this case, what is the number? What is the number if you multiply it, both of them will give a value of negative 36. I'll give you another 10 seconds to answer that. Okay, time's up. So I am very sure that you don't have the answer for set negative 36. This is because if we do some possibilities, we list all the possibilities here. So as I said, square root, the purpose of doing square root is to find the number that if we multiply that number with itself, or in other words, with the same number, we give a negative value. And we give a value inside this here, inside the square root. So I already list all the possibilities regarding the multiplications. So if we have a negative values, so negative times negative, it will equal to positive, which is not the same here, which is we want to find the negative value. So positive times positive is equal to positive value. It is the same number, but the products of the multiplication is not the same. It's not negative. It's not what we want to find. So let's say I multiply negative value with a positive value. It will give a negative value, but the thing is, negative and positive is not the same value. It is 180-degree phase shift, or I say lag. So to tackle this, great mathematician comes up with an idea to simplify this question into this one. So as you can see, set negative 36, we can transform it into cert negative 1 multiplied by cert 36. So here we can see that cert 36, we can compute it as 6. So what we want to do with the cert negative 1? So Euler said that what if we replace cert negative 1 to I? It will make the complex equation much more easier and much more clean, already I say. In the earlier of the video, I said that complex number is a new form of a number. Why? So in this part, I'll show you why. So the main reason I said that complex number is the new form of a number is because they share the same properties as the other number. So here we are going to compare real numbers with complex number. So in addition, we'll see that 2 plus 2 is equal to 4 for real number. But for complex number, if we are to add 2i plus 2i, it will equal to 4i. It is the same as the real number, still. But we move to the multiplication. So we have 2 times 2, which is equal to 4. It's normal. It's positive times positive is equal to positive value. But if we are to multiply 2i times 2i, it will give you a negative 4. So why negative? Why there's a negative in the product of 2i squared? So here I will show you why. So 2i is equal to 2 cert I, isn't it? As I mentioned in this earlier, I is equal to cert negative 1. So 2i is equal to 2 cert negative 1. So if 2 cert negative 1 times with 2 cert negative 1, it will give you 4 times negative 1. Why? Because the square root here will be cancelled out. Because here, cert negative 1 is equal to negative 1 powers half. So as we all know, if a power to b times c power of d, it will give you the answer of ac b plus d. So here, 2 times negative 1 power of half times the same number, it will give you a and c. We multiply it, ac. So here a and this one is c. So it gives you 4. And for this part, for the power part, is that negative 1 half plus half, which is equal to 1. So the answer will become 4, negative 1, and the last answer will become negative 4. To explain you through diagram. So if I say that I have 2 times 2, which is equal to 4, it's like 2 multiply 2 will give you 4. But if I multiply 2 by negative 2, it will give you negative 4. It's because a negative number is like 180 degree opposite of the positive one. So it's like 2 times negative 2, 180 degree. 2 times with negative 2. So it will give you negative 4. It's like that. Because negative value is like having a 180 degree shift. Or to make it simple. So in complex number, I give you an example. If I want to add 2 times I, which will give you 2i. So 2 times I will give you I here. So here you can see that there is a 90 degree shift here. Okay, let's continue. 2 times I square will give you a negative 2. So it will give you negative 2. And while 2 times I cube will give you negative 2i, and so on. As you can see, we can conclude that 1i will give you a phase shift by a 90 degree. As you can see, if you square it, it will give you 180 degree. 300. So and so on. F3, then 217, and for it we give you a 360 phase shift. So here I want to say that that as you can see, in complex number, the product, for example, before I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, a positive value will give you a 0 phase shift. Yeah, so this is 0, and while this one is 90 degree. So this is 0 degree, and this one is 90 degree. So in complex number, if you multiply these two numbers, the angle for these two numbers is going to be 0 plus 90 degree. So it will equal to 90 degree. So that's why when we multiply 2 with I, which is have a 90 degree phase shift, then it will give you a 90 degree phase shift. So it will give you a negative 2i, and so on. So here I'm going to tell you that complex number is a very important number, because actually complex number is used in complex programming. For example, if you want to program a game, a simple game, we might call it a Tetris game, you might consider to use a complex number to determine the dimension, the orientation of the bricks. So that's all from me. Thank you for watching.